Already dropping tools. That's the way it's gonna be today, apparently. Hey, Lily Rose. Hey, Jasmine. Hope we're both doing well. Passerby. Goes lies Emily for work. Nice. Sorry about that, bud. Hope you're doing well today, man. Hope you have a good day at work. I can go live when I can, you know. Just go when I do. So sorry about that, Passerby, but it's a pleasure to see you in here, man. ACL starting late. You're not late. You just showed up. Lily Rose, I'm fine. Ish. Just lurking. Can you use the force again? I always do. You will hit the like button. Yeah, I'm good for 3 a.m. Yeah, exactly. You're in your hours. Sounds nauseating. Well, hello again, remember me? I do remember you. Thank you for tuning back in. Working on a store order today, guys. That's what I'm working on. You're talking with a girlfriend at the same time. He's watching this. Hello to your girlfriend. Rose, you're a bit tired. Yeah, you should get some rest. If you can. You should do one backwards again. Oh, what the saucer from behind the back? Is that what you're getting at, lurking? I could try that at some point. I need to get this store order out of the way, but then maybe I will mess around and try that. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. Behind the back. I could do that more so on my guitar. I know I could do that. Gail, how's it going? I'm doing well today. Just working on a store order here. All these pots will be going to a store named 100 Maine. It's curated by Bunny Williams, the interior designer. She's got a great store up here in Falls Village, Connecticut. So that's where these are headed. It's pretty much all the same style, just a couple different sizes of this. So right now I'm taking care of the 6-pound pots. Then I have some 4-pound pots and then saucers to match. So I don't know if I'll be able to get through all of it during the stream today, but you never know. You never know. Who knows? Mandy. Oh, here we go, Mandy. Easy. How are you today? Well, I can't. I'm packing. Jail knows why I'm packing. Okay. Unless when I do whatever you do. Just beware. Alright, so I gotta make a batch of these. I think it's only 5 of this size, and then we're gonna move on to 4-pounders and then saucers to match. So if just lurking, if you're on later, after I finish all those, I'll try to throw a saucer behind the back, like you mentioned. That'll be interesting. I totally failed doing that on a live stream when I tried it. But I'll have to stretch beforehand. It's definitely an odd feeling. And he says, I'm good, just feel very slow moving today, very tired. How are you? And I'm pretty much similar. Do you want to know where I'm going? Do I? That's more of a question for you. I'll be back in a few minutes, mate. And good day, Gail. Yeah, all right, sounds good, Pastor Bri. Thanks for tuning in, man. Good luck on your start of the day at 3 a.m. The 3 a.m. shift. Gail says, I'm okay. My dog has an ear infection. Oh, no. I just got done cleaning her ear and putting in the drops. You have the best timing for me. Well, you know, I have the camera so I could just see, oh, Gail's ready to watch me too. Just kidding. I'm sorry, your dog has an ear infection. That's no fun. Just lurking. Has Ugchuck been live or no? No, I believe is the answer. I haven't seen him up live. But I hope he's doing well. Sure do like Chad. Yeah. Pottery brother from another mother. Hey, Leonis, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Wow, 12 likes already, guys. Thank you so much. Too nice of you to do that. Leonis, I'm going to London. Cool. I've never been to London. I'm sure you'll have a good time. Thank you. Okay. Nice jam. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to you. Hope you're doing well, man. It's nice to see you popping in here. I appreciate it. I've never been outside of the U.S. Which country was your first? Manny says, I've never been outside of the U.S. Which country was your first visit out of the U.S.? Is that for me? If it was for me, England. One and only other country that I've been to. So, yeah, I enjoyed it immensely. Flew over to Manchester, drove around all around Yorkshire, and hit up a bunch of potteries, abbeys, a whole bunch of stuff. And then headed north toward the Lake District, which is beautiful. Yeah, so that was the only first and only country that I've been to other than U.S. obviously. But I'd like to go back there again. I'd like to visit a bunch of other countries. I want to go to Italy. I want to go here. I want to go there. In fact, it'd be kind of fun to go many different places. There's places in the States I haven't been. I need to go. What did you say? Hope you have a great time, Lily. Stay safe. Yeah, stay safe, Lily. Barbados, man. Ooh. See, there's one that would be fun to go to. I need to see turquoise water. Not just very cold Atlantic water in the Northeast here. That's the next thing I want to do. That's more like the next thing I want to do. Dr. Annie. World War II of the Roosevelt. I don't know. I guess I have to see. See who picks which side, if that even happens again. For anybody not knowing, at the end of last stream, it became somewhat of a roast battle in the chat. So I literally just let the pot spin, and I walked away for about 25 minutes letting people talk. And roast each other, apparently. Apparently that's what this channel is going to turn into. I don't know. Maybe it will. You never know. Though I'd rather everybody be nice to each other and roast with kindness behind it. And don't dig too deep. But do what you can do. You can do whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Just be aware. Don't be sorry. Be aware. All right, number 2 of these done. Did I show that well enough? I don't know if you guys even care. You've probably seen it a bunch of times. For anybody that's new here, though, and anybody that is new, welcome to you. I'm throwing in a cold basement. I got my winter hat on, but it's warming up after a few pots with hard-ass clay. That was my foot, by the way. That wasn't me passing gas. I'd call it if it was. Yes. Gail says, I loved Italy, went to Florence. Oh, that would be sick. Because, I mean, the clay over in Florence. Some of the potters over there. Wow. That'd be so cool. Hey, Go. How's it going? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Does the fresh cup of Joel come before Team In? What do you mean? And welcome to you, Dr. Annie Adams. And there's another Dr. Adams that made a comment on my page. Is that a relative or husband or significant other? Scott Whiskey. It's so nice to have my friends in the background while I'm working again. Oh, that's Jim. It's so nice to even just see you in here, man. Gail says my girlfriend's family moved to Barbados after we graduated high school. I visited her a couple of times. The water was beautiful. I thought all water was green. Yeah, well, that's my point. Depending on where in Maryland, yeah, right. All water was brown. On the west side of the Chesapeake Bay. Lily Rose says I have to continue packing, so bye. See you later, Lily Rose. Take care. Dr. Annie, man. Hey, Ben, how are you? I'm doing well. How are you? There you go. How's your family going? My family's going good. Everybody's good. Oh. Hello, Ben. How are you? I'm doing well. How are you? How's it going, Max? You doing well? Nice to see you in here. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for those 16 likes, guys. It's nice to see ya. Mandy says, Nick and Jess are live. Need to go moderate. Nice. Well, please say hello to Nick and Jess from Swansea Ceramics. Please say hello to them for me. And thank you for tuning in, Mandy. All right, thanks, Manny. I was doing good, trying to write a speech for my brother's wedding this weekend. Nice. Don't even write it. I've been a best man a few times, and I literally improv'd it. Which is fun to do. Because everybody's freaked out. They were like, you didn't write anything down? It's like, no. I'm just going to go for it when I have to get up there and say something. Kind of like I do here. None of this is scripted, so. In fact, nothing is scripted in life. So when you script something, it's out of your norm. Just get up there, say something from the heart. Be natural. You'll have a good one. Hago says, why do melons have weddings? They can't elope. Well, my wife and I were not melons. We could elope, and we did. Back with the dad jokes. Here you go. Nice to see you in here. Fresh Cup. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well today. Trying to work on a store order here. Gotta get her done. Get her done. Hope your day's treating you well, Joel. Is it a busy day again at the job? Oh, it says, hi, I think I'm going to write a few words, but mostly you start yapping and see what happens. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's what I had to do for when I was, like I said, I was best man a few times, and every time it just was different. The first time, I had no idea what I was going to say, and we were in the car on the way over to the reception, and the maid of honor said, what are you going to say in your speech? I said, I have no idea. And she was like, what? I didn't write anything down. No. Just going to do whatever comes to mind at the moment. I promised my friend I wouldn't embarrass him, so it was probably just embarrassing enough having me standing there. So I mentioned that. But yeah, they both, or yeah, 2, 3 times. Both, or all of them went well. One of them was hilarious. I probably shouldn't even mention it on here. If you were there, you were there. If you weren't, you weren't. And I don't think anybody in here was. Joel says, yes, sir, trying to wrap up this project by the end of the week. Ah, large project you're working on, I take it? I mean, it's probably going without saying. But they got the right man on the crew for being productive. All right, another one of these guys done. 2 more 6-pound pots, and then we're on to making 4-pound pots. Water. Need more water. Hydrate. For safety's sake. Safety break for safety's sake. I got a new pen I can write underwater. I can write other words. He's just throwing out the Hicko jokes. Dr. Annie Adams with a super sticker. Thank you so much, Dr. Annie Adams. That's nice of you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Cha, dude. Everybody, let's get a W in the chat for Dr. Annie Adams for the €149. I believe that's euro, right? Very nice of you. You do not have to do that, but thank you. And Dr. Annie Adams is a member of the Wolff Pack. So if you guys want to become a member, you can go to my channel page and just hit join. And down the road, I'm going to have just member only live streams. So, and you guys get to watch videos before anybody else. So, Dr. Annie Adams says, water, 1 beer. Oh, Yeah, there's some W's in the chat for Dr. Annie. Thank you so much again, Dr. Annie Adams. It's so nice of you. That's British pounds, not euro. That's better. Okay. Thank you for telling this bungling fool. And when I went to England, it was I was all messed up. I was handing people just keep the change, whatever. Went through my money pretty quick. Really? You want me? Yeah, keep it. Just a coin that says 20. Like, I don't know. To be Baldric in England. It's fitting. What? You were wondering. You were wondering where your week is. Then. Okay. Dr. Annie, you just sent 20 pounds sent from Dr. Annie Adams with a super sticker saying thanks for being you. That's huge. You did not need to do that. That's way too much. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Annie. That's a super sticker and super kind of you to do that. Too nice of you. I can't thank you enough. That's awesome. And I'll just try to keep being me. I don't think anything's going to be able to change that. Only problem I had in the UK is that they would drive on the wrong side of the road. No, it's just the left side of the road. It's not the wrong side. And Maxo, do you know why they drive on the left-hand side of the road? Don't Google it. You know what? I'm just going to tell you. It goes back to horse days. Most people were right-handed, and they would joust with their right hands. So they would be on the left-hand side, and they would be jousting on the right. So it's kind of held over. So it's not the wrong-hand side of the road. It's just the left-hand side of the road. Dr. Annie. Hey, rehydrate. I will. Oh, a bunch of W's here for Dr. Annie. Yep. Thanks, Gail, for doing that. Country Carpenter. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. I wish I could hit like or heart on the super sticker that you sent there, but it doesn't seem like I'm able to. But thank you again. That's huge. 2 of them. And a $20 one, which may be the biggest super sticker that I've been given. I'm pretty sure it is. So Dr. Annie Adams is in the lead for the biggest super sticker or super chat on this channel. Massively appreciated. Something with God. No, well, it would have to do with a jousting, or sword. It goes back farther than firearms. They go, what do you call a sheep who can sing and dance? Lady Baba. Are you just Googling these? Or do you just have these in your back pocket? I don't even know if I have like jokes like that on hand. Oh, I had one, but I don't know if anybody will think it's funny. I'll say it, and this is probably for the older folk that, like myself. So, in the beginning of Superman, when they say it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. What was the guy who said it's a bird so excited about? And I can see the blue sticker photo. There you go. What's up, Joel? Okay, it's cash time today. Yeah, here goes Googling. Maybe he was a bird nerd. Maybe. I mean, it'd be pretty rare to see it's a bird. Never seen a bird before. We did drive on the left-hand side of the road. I think we stopped in 67. Is that true? What? In the States? I don't know if that's accurate. Oh no, you were in, I'm sorry. You were in Sweden, right? I was going to say, in the States, I don't believe that was the case. Maybe he was inverted. Xena, yo, how's it going? Nice to see you in here. Well, hello again. How are you? Good. You were in here like 5 seconds ago. Right? You left and came back for the same thing. Welcome to you. If anybody was wondering where Waldo is, he's right there. Now I remember. What do you call Iron Man when he doesn't have his clothes on? Start me. That's decent. Well, Buddy liked it too. So that's stupid, actually. Tony Stark naked. Waldo? Yeah. No, we found you. It wasn't hard to do, actually. You announced yourself. Thank you guys for the 23 likes. And super shout out to Dr. Andy Adams for the 2 super stickers. Very nice of you. It says, I think it's a good thing I'm not American given how bad my English is. I think I would be viewed as my first language. No, you wouldn't be viewed as that. In this new day and age, people don't even talk to each other. They just text each other anyway or chat in YouTube feeds. Okay, go. Who's Thor's favorite singer? MC Hammer. Okay, these are cute. I thought you were gonna say like Chris Stapleton Hemsworth. See how many pots you making today? We'll see how many I can get through. But I know I need, whether I live stream it or not, I need 15 decent sized pots with 15 saucers, 16 saucers. So, yeah, 31 items. Might be able to live stream all of it. I'm flowing at a good rate here. The Northeast here, it's still cold. Like last night, it was snowing a little bit when I walked out. And I was just like, this has got to end. It's technically spring. Let's get on with the warm weather. I can't wait to have warm weather. I like to do some stuff outside, even with pottery. I like to throw some pots outside. It's been a while since I did that. Well, not that long, really that long. But I guess it just feels like a long time. There's something about throwing pots outside in the sun that, I don't know, it's nice. Would you guys like to watch a live stream of me throwing outside? Let me know in the comments. Even just doing some long form videos out there would be fun. The live stream would be fun too. Waldo, how many people are subscribed? I am subscribed. I don't know the number. It's like 4,000 something. Well, yeah, 4.3. I'm back out west. Already too hot. Yeah, is it? Wow, that's a thing. You see other parts of the country, you're like, oh, they're already warm. You need to sweat out the winter. Cut your cover, good idea. Yeah, no, it's always fun to do that. Just doing a live stream would be fun. I haven't done a live stream outside, other than when we did the outdoor firing. I live streamed that. Or a part of it. I mean, I was out there from, I don't know, probably from loading and everything with it. I was probably out there from 10 in the morning until at least around 9 or 10 the next day. I think I only live streamed for like 2 or 3 hours of that, but and it was cold, but it was warm by the kiln, so that was good. It was just under freezing, so the draw was great for the kiln. Cold air going in. Seemed perfect. So kiln actually came out really good. Yeah, Hughes, hey, how are you? What do you get when you cross Captain America the Hulk? Superhero dad jokes. It depends who Well, I was gonna throw wheels. All right, we're on to 4-pound pots, which I need to make sure that I put my stamp away, because Dum here will put the wrong stamp on and use the wrong tool. And by Dum, I mean myself. Please take no offense to anybody that feels like they are Dum. You're firing outside right now? SJM, nice. Are you doing a barrel fire? Or have you upgraded to... Because you were doing barrel fires, right? Last time I was watching. Well, it says, how many pots do you make in a day? Really depends on the day and what I'm tasked to do. So, pretty much a kiln load is where I shoot for. Or somewhat of a kiln load. Doesn't always pan out that way, but you know, some orders I get are different, so really depends. Jake W. Hey, how's it going, Jake? You spoken to Alabama man lately? I haven't. I guess like back and forth real quick, but no, I haven't talked with Chad. I should reach out to Chad, see how he's doing. I'm sure he's doing good. Him and Megs. I hope they're doing good. SJM says, yep, in the barrel. I do have a propane kiln now. Nice! But I need to get a 100-pound tank. Yeah. Well, you can splice a bunch of tanks together if you need to. But how big is the propane kiln? Like cubic feet wise, if you know offhand. Congrats on that. That's awesome. What kind is it, or did you build it yourself? I guess I'm asking a lot of questions all at once, sorry. How's your mother? How's your father? How's your uncle? How's your brother? Good answer. Dr. Ann, I've never heard you play old guitar, laddie. For donkeys. Oh, I know. Well, I did a couple of videos. I've been trying to put up a video every week of me playing in the long forms. But no, I haven't set up or after a regular live stream to play guitar. I think I'm just gonna do them on the long forms, but I don't know. Whatever. I mean, one of these days I'll set up the amp out here. Rock it out. Is that a request? I mean, you did just give me a $20 or more than that. Actually, it ended up being $27. Well, if you speak to him, send him my best regards from Sweden. Okay, I will. Yeah, next time I talk to him, I should try to talk to him. Well, though, is it easy to make? Yeah, after the first few thousand of every shape, they get easier. That's for sure. Pottery doctor on that one. All right. Got your cover. Firing chamber is 18 by 24. It's a Laguna Raku kiln. Oh, cool. I'm bobbing around with the idea of modifying it into a wood fire, so I don't have to deal with propane. Yeah, well, you have to deal with like a lot of wood. So depending on what you have for abilities to get that wood, and then you want to have, you know, pine to start it, and then a hardwood to keep it going. That whole deal. So yeah, there's a bit of weighing out to do on that one, I would say. Gail, I'm back. Look who's back. Gail is back. Nice. You don't have to. You have to take a phone call. No worries, Gail. Thanks for tuning back in. I could make it modular to support gas or wood. Yeah, that's totally. You totally could. Well, you know what? Well, I'm not gonna just say you should, but try it out with. See how efficient it is and how much propane you use. And I know that's going to involve getting a couple tanks or one large tank. But you can splice those tanks together, like I was saying. So anyway, see how efficient it is, how much propane you use. And then, I mean, really, the amount of wood that you would have to use for that size, 18 by 24. You're pretty much at, yeah. Is it a square or rectangular style shape, rather? But I would say weigh it, you know, just see how much propane you use and get out of it, and then how efficient it is for you. Because, yeah, doing the wood thing is, depending on what temperature you're going up to, but if you're going wood, I would assume that you're going to want to hit, I'm just assuming you want to hit cone 10. So at least 2,345 degrees Fahrenheit. But I could be assuming wrong. You might want to do cone 6 wood, which would be interesting. But if you're going wood, you might as well go for it. But there is nothing like hanging out by a fire all night, stoking it. Having some really cool results, because the results end up being awesome. Well, this is back in 30 minutes. Cool. All right. It's octagonal. Okay. All right. So I'm just pitching where the fire boxes would be for wood, because you also want to, you know, focus on the airflow. So have the flame go up or come in, go up, hit a wall, come back around, and then go out and around, so it circulates the whole kiln properly. So if it's already set up with propane to do that in that direction, propane comes out with force. So it's kind of, that force is probably figured out in the build. But yeah. Okay, cool. Lily Rose, I'm back. I have finished packing. Okay, cool. That was quick. Welcome back to you. Dr. Andrews, Bonnie. Flower pot. There was somebody that commented on one of my videos that was a Dr. Mitchell Adams, is it? Is that a relation? Dr. Annie? Or if you don't want to say, you don't have to say. Yeah, cone 4 is probably the absolute max I need. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, you could get there with the wood, no problem. It's the thing is it's always how much wood do you actually need to get there, which is might be the shocking part. But if you're in New York, so are you surrounded by a lot of pine and hardwood, or you have access to it to cut and split and get ready for the whole deal? I'm assuming you do if you're looking into this. But there's that whole process as well, preparing the wood. So it's kind of like what do you want to spend your time? Dude, I am. Oh, I hate being stupid sometimes, guys. I just realized I needed to be making these in the squat. That's all right. I only made 2 of them. Hashtag Baldrick moment. That's the thing. I get so mad at myself, and it's okay because I'm my own boss, so I can yell at you. You stupid idiot. Good thing I didn't do, all 10 of them that I needed to do. And then look back and be like, ugh. But that's okay. These can go down to the retail shop where somebody will probably nab them up. So, not worried. Yeah, Jim, stop distracting Ben people. No, it's my own fault, dude. That's my own fault. It has nothing to do with anybody else. That was my own stupidity. I even said, and I said I needed a different tool, and I grabbed the other tool. It was just, whatever. These things happen a lot to me. I feel like you kind of have to be crazy to be a potter anyway. I feel like it's just progressively getting worse. Which is okay. We can laugh about it, right? I can, at least. Because my stupidity is only hurting me and the people around me. The people around me more so. All right. Squat. Squat scalp, man. What is wrong with you? Camera makes you look a bit sus. The Mad Potter. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm guessing Ben had a late night. It wasn't that late. It's just the added up Baldrick moments there passing by. They're just getting more and more and more. I wish I was a quick package. Your camera area makes you a bit sus. What's up? What do you mean sus? What does sus mean? Like, ugh? When you travel to other... What do you mean sus? I don't even know what that means. I'm an idiot. And welcome to you, Muirhead. Hope you're doing well, buddy. It's nice to see you in here. Suspicious. Oh, well, but yeah. No, well, okay. It would, wouldn't it? Think whatever you want. Actually, SJM was the original person that said it was elbow time, as I believe. That's going back like all the way back to what, June of last year, right? He'd call it elbow time, which I'm wedging the clay, but it also doesn't look like that all the time. Your head says, I am, thank you. Yeah, sorry, Gail, I'm sorry. I don't understand, like, how everybody's just cutting words in very short. Like, maybe that's the old one. Some of it just like the OFC, of course. Just write, of course. Because I can make acronyms for a lot of other ones of those, but sus is just short, so I get it. All right, thank you. Learning today. Barbie says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Barbie. Hope you're doing well. Wait a minute, Dr. Andrews. Do you have a tatty whiskey and marshmallows party around the fire ban? I'm not a big marshmallow guy, but once in a while, I mean, if I'm doing a firing that's overnight, then yeah, I mean that's a good opportunity to have a glass of wine or whatever it may be. But no, I don't drink often. In fact, I'm trying to think the last time I did drink. I can't remember. Mitchell is a chiropractor. Oh, cool. I think it's English slang. Oh, okay. Thanks, Gail. Appreciate that. Hey, Barbie, how are you? Missed you. War of the Roses. Sauce is used here a lot. What, in Australia? Over in Wolf Creek. Just a bag. Magic holiday in France. Oh, you went to France. Nice, great hospitality in a hotel. Every time I ordered pints, they brought me 3. Whoa. That was so. How many times did you order? And is it time to have a talk? We're all here for you. Every time, like you ordered like at least 3 different times. I mean, in Australia, I've been used since I was in school. Oh, okay. I thought you were doing a joke. I thought you meant here watching the chat. Yeah. Oh, so sus is short for Australia. That's straw. Dude, I live in Straw. Straw. See, I made it. I made the pot squat this time, so we're good. The boss isn't going to yell at himself. I do need a mirror down here, not to look at the pots, but to yell at myself. I guess I could just do that in the camera because it's kind of like a mirror on my end. How to speak Australia? How to speak Australia? Gail, how are you? Check out yesterday's live. It's just terribly funny. Yeah, you guys tried to do a roast thing, which I don't know. It was all right. I mean, I gave it like a C plus, maybe like a B, just because it's like the start of it. But I hope it's all out of good love. If it's not out of good intentions, that's different. Joel's a really good friend of mine. So. But I imagine you're all doing it out of kindness. There's a suspicious look over here. I can't just wedge out all the pots, and have, every single pot wedged out before the stream. I probably should, but that's just why. Because if I need to stop, or if anything comes up, I need to stop a stream, then I have pots or wedge pieces sitting out that I need to wrap up and get back to later. Probably re-wedge like that. So you're just gonna have to see something weird off in the corner. Pastor Rice says a bit of both in your head, kind of the same thing in context, right? How many pounds are each of these pots? These pots are 4 pounds. I just did 5 6-pound pots, and I did 2 4-pound pots, but they were the wrong. I did the full size, so same height, same width when I needed to make them in the squat size. These are for a store order. So the boss messed up. The worker messed up. The boss yelled at him. And I can take it because I'm an 80s kid. I can take the, you're such an idiot. And I'll feel like I didn't accomplish enough with my day when I'm done. Because of it. Some good old-fashioned bends. There you go. There's that jam with the elbow time. I said he's the one that coined it. Oh, back when I started live streaming, SJM was right there with the it's elbow time. But it does look suspicious. But everybody needs to have a break. A nice healthy break. Sabrina, good afternoon to you. Welcome to you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Shuriken Zone, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. Today. How are you today? Are you in the zone? Get in the zone. Shuriken Zone. SJ says, yes, the elbow time was getting to me. Had to take a step back. Yeah, right? Oh, it's just so funny. Because it is hilarious. Because, like, the way these live feeds roll, like, who knows who's popping in, when they're popping in, and that's what they're seeing. And they're like, what kind of dark place did YouTube bring me to today? Asherkin says, hey Ben and Barbie, doing well today. Just popped in to say hi real quick. Right quick. I may be back in later. Nice. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you popping in to say hi. And hello to you, and hope your day treats you well, man. Always nice to see you. Hydrate for safety's sake. Or says, gosh, man, that's beautiful. Oh, thanks. I didn't even really show you. Did I? Well, I guess you could have zoomed in. For anybody watching, you can just kind of zoom in on the camera or on the camera, but that's a shape. I'm making a lot of them today. You guys have seen me made a ton of these if you've been here before. It's kind of one of my most popular sellers. Retail wise, anyway. Wholesale wise is a different shape. All right, so this is what people will see when they're just coming in. Let me know in the comments if it's weird. Seems I already know the answer to this. For safety's sake, yeah. Safety break for safety's sake. Quiet goes chirp, chirp, chirp goes the chat. You could show that. I don't care. Okay. You look like you're all out dough to make cake. Not weird. Okay. However you see it. I guess it's if you have a dirty mind or not. Well, I have a dark sense of humor, so. Nothing I can do about it. I don't have a button that can go to another camera and that whole thing. I probably should, because there's a lot of people that come in and be like, I really don't know what I'm looking at here. Another Altoid today. I must have talked a lot of shit yesterday. It's one of your best qualities, man. Yeah. Garden, good evening. Ben the Flower Pot Man, welcome to you. Nice to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Your dark humor. Yeah. Well, gets me in trouble sometimes. When somebody says something that's being dead serious and I just start laughing and they're like, why are you laughing? I'm like, never mind. Garden says, very sleepy today. You are? Wow, that is curiously. What the? Curiously sharp when you didn't know it was coming. What the hell? And I never get that. That actually made my eyes water a little bit. What the? That's funny though. When you bite or chew on an Altoid and it goes down the wrong pipe. What the hell? You guys just see me fall over. Can't do anything about it. Well, there he goes. On to the next stream, I guess. Have to love you and leave you losing service as I'm heading out west. Take care. You take care to you, passerby. Always a pleasure, buddy. Have a good rest of your day, man. Karen says, Ben, your work looks so easy and beautiful. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it gets easier after the first few thousand of every shape. I've said that probably about 1,000 times now, but it's true. It gets easier to say, too. All right. But thank you very much for the kind comment there, Gordon. Awkward silence and pause. Where's Joel and Mandy? Not sure. Probably living their lives is my guess. My hope. Hey, you're welcome, Master Potter. Oh, thanks. It's funny because I don't consider myself a Master Potter because, like, to be given that title, you used to have to be part of a guild of potters, and then you work your way up, and then you finally become that title. But people have called me that for years, and it's endearing. But I also like go, I didn't give myself that title. You guys are giving me that title. That's nice of you, but it's also a just knowing how it used to work. It's not technically what I am. I'm just a potter that's been throwing and making a living off of throwing pots for wow, close to 30 years. Which is crazy at this point. When it hits 30 years, I'm going to be like, all right, what the... Yeah, it's going to be 30 years, like what, next year? That I've been selling pots for, anyway. Not full-time, but selling pots. Let's see. Muirhead Potter says, Ben always makes it look easy. You do too, man. You're a great potter. Going to try to sell some this weekend. Sell some what? Did I miss it? Oh, a pup. Oh, right. You had the, what was it? The Great Dane and the Shepherd's mix? Is that what it was? Um, 11 weeks old. In that mix, they're probably like, what, 30 pounds now? Guys, again, thank you for the 34 likes. I do appreciate you guys. And another shout out to Dr. Annie Adams for the super stickers. It was huge. The biggest super chats or super stickers I've received. Too nice of you. And it's much appreciated. See a bunch of hearts and stuff coming up. Thanks to whoever's hitting that. It was always fun to see when you look it up at the screen. You're like, wait a minute, there's hearts or party symbols or whatever it is, faces coming up. Look at them all. Now they're all different ones. They have temporary names. Did you name one of them Ben? Sir Benjamin, the German Shepherd Great Dane mix. I hope you did. Should go without saying. Come on. Gotta call him Big Ben. Mrs. Harry, how are you? Welcome to you. Hope your day is treating you well. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, the smartest one is Big Ben. Well, I don't know if that was a wise decision, but I like it. Thank you. I'm honored. Is he smart or is he not? Righty. All righty then. Garden, I'm nodding off too. You're passing out. Annie is snoring on your sofa. You guys live together? Garden and Barbie could you ship a puppy? When my son moved to Vienna, Japan, he shipped his dog. Oh wow. You can pick up anytime, Evan. Yeah. So he's not the smartest one. Please get him out of here. I don't think I'd be able to take on another one. I feel bad for my loving puppy that he doesn't have a friend other than us, but it's easy. I'm a wolf, so I pretend like I'm a dog. Well, kind of am a dog. But yeah. I have a feeling those are going to be big dogs. Just have a feeling, you know. They're so smart. I do have a question for you, though. I don't know how many the litter was, but how many are short or long hair? Is there a mix of both? Let's see. My cat was able to go on airplane with it. Nice. Master Big Bad Flower Pot Man. Nice. The cat was able to. Oh, says I'm done with her. Want the dog to be named after the clock tower in London? It's not named after that. Over in America, Big Ben is something different. Garden says she came over here to live to work this evening. Oh, okay. She's finished her work. Oh, cool. So you guys kind of work side by side. That's nice. Gail, I suppose I could. He'd be a great asset. Fairly lazy, but a good guard dog. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't feel like I can take on another one. It's just, yeah, one of many reasons. But it would be so cool to have that mix, because I've always wanted a German Shepherd. My wife always wanted a Great Dane when she was younger, so having a mix of the two would be hilarious. But I do wonder, are they all long hair? Are they all short hair? All different? Scottish Highlands, all fairly short haired. Okay. Oh yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I'm sorry, I rarely check that clay clan thing, so, but I'll try to check it at some point if you throw some pics in there. Yeah, I kind of just pop in real quick when I can, take a look. I'm not very good with that whole thing, to be honest with you. Muirhead says, love that garden. Yeah, Muirhead is Scottish in origin, isn't he not? You're American, but you have Scottish DNA. Muirhead of the Muirhead clan. Where are we playing? I call it Pup's Ben. There's bend over, there's there's been there, done that, there's been You're kidding, Ben. These are perfect for you. No, I wasn't kidding. My wife always wanted a Great Dane. But, I mean, I'll be brutally honest, like, I just can't, like, so we always have mid-sized dogs. And only one at a time, and male, and no preference, but for some reason male dogs were always just like, but it worked for me. And it just makes me sad that, like, say Great Danes, their life expectancies and German Shepherds are so short. It bothers me. And I wouldn't be able to deal with it because they should, in fact, live. I feel like dogs should live longer than, you know, us. They deserve it to live longer than us. So it's heartbreaking. My heart gets broken easily when it comes to animals. Humans, whatever. Animals, it gets me. It gets me. So that's the reason, honestly, Barbie. But what a cool mix. They're probably just so beautiful, and yeah. I just hate it when it, like, that's the one thing I can't stand is having to say goodbye to pets. Even though I grew up on a farm, like, I didn't get, like, you didn't get attached to cows as much. Horses, I got a real problem with when they go. Horses are just, I don't know. There's a connection. They understand humans more than we understand. Let's see. Oh, okay. Airedale Terriers. Nice. This one would probably be 60, 80 pounds. Not terribly large, just regular size. Yeah, no, that's still decent. The Great Danes, though, they're so freaking beautiful. My German Shepherd is like the loyalty factor to him. It's just, and I love my dog. I mean, he's a mix. I don't even know what he is. I have the thing to send in to check the DNA, but kind of just held back. I was like, I'm not going to send in DNA to the internet for me. Why would I do that to him? Though I'm thinking he might be a little bit of Carolina Coonhound. Maybe a little bit of Lab. A little Terrier in there. He's just like me. He's a mutt. Country Carpenter says, nice spot. Hey, thanks, Country Carpenter. Appreciate it, buddy. And what's your wife's email address? Yeah, don't get her going on. I'm not just throwing that out there. No, I don't. I think she would agree with me that it'd be really awesome, but probably not the best decision for us. But I can most certainly bring it up. But to bring it up to be fair, but I already know that on my end, I just probably go, I can't. I can't. Part wolf. Yeah. Well, yeah, I am part wolf. But as any human, you're only a quarter of what your surname is, isn't that right? And then that surname is probably only a half of what, whatever. So you're pretty much only at what, 16th? Or whatever your surname may be? If your surname was pure. And that would be strange. Barry says, I'm teaching you bad. No, I know. Well, that's the thing. No, we've talked about things like that, but kind of just, we're happy where we are. We are most certainly happy where we are with animals, so. Garden. What are you doing? Country Carver, your part. Dog Wolf. Garden with the 10 pounds. Thank you so much. You did not have to do that. That's crazy. You guys are crazy. You didn't have to throw me money. It was a super. What is that? It's not super bad, but it's super potato. Let's get a W in the chat for Garden. Thank you so much for the super sticker. You and Dr. Annie Adams say. Sheesh. You guys are too nice. Too nice. Got some W's in the chat, all right. W for wicked cool. That's too nice, Eve. Thank you, Garden. That's much appreciated. Your kindness is overwhelming. So thank you very much. To the both of you and your friend Dr. Annie Adams there. We're doing all those super stickers today. Shout out to Garden. Yeah, it was too sweet. Xena, gotta run. Take care. See you around. All right, sounds cool. Thank you for popping in today. Hope you have a great rest of your day. It's funny, your friend is passed out on your couch. Are you super stickering from her account? I'm trying to outdo your friend with kindness. Barbie Ben got no excuse now. He can buy his wife for pop. Exactly, Ben. Half wolf. He needs a wolf spirit animal. Yeah, well, I am the wolf spirit animal in the house. That's my puppy. So we bark at people when they go by together. We chase each other around the yard. You know? I do have no excuse, though, apparently. Other than probably wouldn't work for life situations, but okay, definitely gotta go. I'm leaving her to snore away. I'm getting a donkey right now. Really? You're gonna let your friend not get up and go to work? That's hilarious. Yeah, take care. Take care, Garden. Thank you so much for the super chat. And please, whenever your friend wakes up, Dr. Annie Adams, a big thank you to her as well. Thank you to both of you. It's always a pleasure. And you don't need to be so kind all the time, but it's greatly appreciated. So thank you so much. Country Cover, stand-up comedy. Just gonna stand here and you can laugh at me. If I was a stand-up comic, I think I'd rather just sit down. I'd rather be a sit-down comic. That's the thing about certain stand-ups. Like I'm not a huge fan of like them running around the stage and the whole thing. Just stand there, or just sit down and talk. We're here to laugh at what you have to say. You know what I mean? Funny, the last comedian I went and saw was Theo Vaughn. He came to Connecticut and went down there. And yeah, he kind of like ran around the stage. Like, yeah. And I was like, man, you got to sit down, relax. That's what I was thinking in my head. And then a couple minutes later, he pulled up a chair and sat there like, right? I'll keep up the good work. Country Carpenter, thanks for the kind words, man. Oh, Theo Vaughn is fantastic. Love yeah, he was good. He was good. I actually, I liked it. I liked it. Previously, I don't know, 6 months before, I went and saw Shane Gillis before his Netflix special came out. That, he actually got me to crack pretty hard. And then I saw Bill Burr a few times. So. But I haven't been, I'd rather go see comedians these days than bands for some reason, even though I'm a musician. Like, I'm in the mood to sit there and laugh. So, it was fun. There's a few I want to see, but I don't know if they'll hit up anywhere nearby. That's why I'm glad I don't live in the city. If I lived in New York City, I'd be in trouble every night. I'd be out at comedy club every single night. There's no doubt about it. I love him. He's very down to earth. Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's a strange cat too, though. Then you've got comedians like Cat Williams, who was all over the stage, funny, but yeah, exactly. He ran around. Even old school like Steve Harvey would just run around the stage, you know, or I'm just trying to think of people that would just run around and they can't sit still or stand still. Not that they have to just stand there at the mic, but a happy medium in between. Robin Williams, obviously. He was one that couldn't stand still. He'd be running all over the place. But again, I like dark comedy, so it's kind of certain shows I don't know. I should start looking them up and see who's playing nearby this year. Like what I thought was funny about Theo Vaughn wasn't even just his act. His act was great, but the people that were at Theo Vaughn are exactly the people you would think would be at Theo Vaughn. Just a cool mix of, it's kind of like going to a Grateful Dead show. You know who's going to be at a Grateful Dead show. So it felt very, like, yeah, okay, this makes sense. That these are the types that would be into Theo Vaughn. And really, his show was great. He had great openers. The openers, I forget their names offhand, but his opening acts were great. Eddie Murphy. Oh well, yeah. I have a feeling he's gonna do a comeback tour soon. I just got this gut feeling. I don't know if it's true, but I feel it. I feel it's an appropriate time for Eddie to make a return. Or he says, so when you sponge the center, you are absorbing the water or smoothing or both. Kind of both, but mainly I'm compressing the bottom because there's a drainage hole, so I'm compressing that, and I'm also just removing the water because if you leave water in there, the clay will deteriorate, and your pot will be crap on the bottom. So yeah, so both. We're getting there. It's doing well, I would say. Getting some pattern on the top part. Getting skill pattern. So well, I'll describe what I'm doing on the next one here. I can just explain this whole thing. So the clay is centered. I've created the drainage hole and I've created the base. So what I'm doing right here is I'm pushing out from the inside and the bottom and pushing in from the outside. And just gonna make sure there's a decent amount of lubrication with the water. And right before I do, I push my middle finger in and just create a little place to pick up the pot, or pick up the clay. So I'm pushing out, I'm pushing in, and every rotation I'm lifting up. And it's bringing the clay out. And right now I'm kind of pulling the rim out. Then when I get to the top, I compress the rim so it's nice and even. Now this time around, I'm doing that same thing except I'm pushing up against a rib. I'm pushing out, keeping the rib steady, lifting the rib ever so slightly, and pushing it right into it. And I know that this is about 10.5 inches, so I know I need to go just a tiny bit more. So I did one more pull, but not as hard as the first pull. Just out a tiny bit to get to that spot I want to be at. Compress the rim again. Now for this one, I could do this with any tool basically, but I flatten the rim. And what I do is I have a little 90-degree spot on this little cutout that I have. And I just put a line right in the rim. And that makes it have like a split rim look. And also with this pot, I put a line right here, about 3/4 of the way up, just for decoration. The next move is I take the same cutter I had, just a different end, cut in, and it creates a nice beveled edge to where I can reduce the amount of trimming needed down the road. So then I add a little water, I flare out the rim. So that's my end width of the rim. I go back, I sponge off the sidewalls. I make sure that that line I created is nice and smooth. And I smooth everything out. Now I'm going to take all the water out with the sponge, and I'm going to compress that drainage hole again. And now we're good. So everything is good here. So that has a split rim look, and I can take the pot off the wheel to show you what it looks like close. So it's a split rim, looks just a little line in the rim. I'll put the pot back on the wheel. So, and right here, I'm going 2 fingers, my thumb and my middle finger, and then my index finger. And I'm just kind of doing a pie crust. And now that those are all even, about, you know, 2 around like the, where it feels like there's 2 more to go, I kind of make sure that I'm gonna make it equal to the last one. So just from doing over and over with this size, you kind of get how many it's gonna be. But to make it happen easier, you can always, you know, you can make these bigger, smaller. You can have really small scallops or pie crust or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, I just smoothed out the spots where I did that with my fingers because I'm not happy with seeing fingerprints on the pots. Put my name and a number 4 because this is 4 pounds of wet clay. And there you go. Let's see, you make it, Country Carver, you make it look so easy compared to other people. Well, I don't know if I do. I just do these so much, you know. There's things, there's pots that are harder for me to do. I mean, obviously the really big pots. The big pots are, you know, if I get into 25 to 50 pound pots, those are hard. And there's potters out there that can do them, you know, easily. So, but they're hard for me to do. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. And usually they're hard because the clay is hard. So if I have this clay just right and it's, you know, a really soft consistency, then the big 25 to 50 pound pots, they go easier. If I didn't screw up at the beginning, I would have had all the pots done and we've been on the sausage. Ben, yes he does, very good teacher. I hear the better of your lonely. He's not lonely. He's not lonely at all. He hangs out with his mama all day, or me. But he doesn't like to seem to be on camera, so. I mean, he's been in a few of these lives. He's one handsome dog. I'll tell you that much. For teaching wise, I've only done one class. I had a blast, and all the students said they really enjoyed it. It kind of made me happy because I don't know. It was just fun to see the joy of people trying it, but also at different stages, and then giving them a little nudge in the right direction, and then that's when the smiles started to happen. And you're like, oh, okay, what I just told them or showed them, or literally grabbed their hands. I asked, obviously, grabbed their hands and helped them. They went, oh, like it was just this light bulb for them. So those light bulb moments are really fun to see. And I could see that being a thing in the future for me. You never know. It would be fun to teach people how to throw. Well, I'm not set up for that here. It'd have to be a school situation or something. But I'm also not the best with other things. You know, mixing glazes. I know how to do a lot of it, but throwing pots I'd be able to teach mainly. So. And basics. How to fix your kiln. How to fix your kiln with Ben Wolff. I caught a glimpse of him a few times. He's definitely beautiful. Yeah, he's a looker. He's a good looking boy. If you're waste your time on Instagram, I have a few pictures of him up there. He might be in one of the intros of one of my videos. Oh, he is from one of the last. Oh yeah, definitely. He nailed me right in the nuts in the intro. Yeah, that was in July. That was in the challenge, or the month-long style challenge that I did. A different style of flower pot every day for a month in July. You know, I'll do something similar like that again this year. It'd be kind of fun to do. Had a decent time with those. Yeah, oh, he did. He stepped on me good. See, the eyeballs of the groin. That's how you can describe that pain to somebody that doesn't have them. Because that's the exact same feeling. You ever touch your eyeball and square up? Hit it? No. It's the same pain. Except it's not that. It's there. It's somewhere else. Another one bites the dust. Well, before I do anything stupid again, let me just count, make sure what I need to do here. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's the truth. Just saying how it is. As funny as it may sound, that's the truth. Well, guys, thank you for those 44 likes today. That was huge of the Highlanders there for the super chats or super stickers. I think what Dr. Annie Adams with the 20 pounds. Super cool. There's actually something going wrong with this clay here. Let's see if I can work through it. If I can't, you can see a fail here first. I worked through it. The trick is to keep even pressure like the whole time. Sometimes you just have to force the clay to do what you want it to do. It doesn't always work that way, but right now there is something in this clay. It's time for the pottery doctor. Dude, did I just take out that little chunk and throw it in? Put this off to the side here. Total rocket surgeon today, guys. go with the pots. The pots for the order are done. Time for saucers. Alrighty then. Saucer time. When you're sculpting, do you think of that scene from the movie Ghost? What's Ghost? I've never seen that. It's a movie? Not like a horror movie? It's an old movie, but like a woman is sculpting and the ghost of a guy is behind her, helping her romantically. I never heard of that. An old movie, like black and white? Is it in black and white? Sorry, that was a dated reference. Sale, I'm totally messing with you. Of course, I've seen the movie. It's every Potter's live feed. You'll have somebody bring up Ghost. So yes, I've heard of Ghost. But the ghost, Patrick Swayze was not a ghost yet when they were doing that scene. So, just to let you know. Never heard of it. I had them. They truly thought I never heard of it. And then they were apologizing that it was a dated reference. Why did it hide that? Oh, you can... you can say that. And hit it. Yeah, I got you. Yes, obviously I've seen the movie. But don't worry. I have Sam Wheat in a proton pack. He's been taken care of. So if he comes around here, that would be a surprise because I would have had to have let him out of the proton pack. So there. Now I'm referencing Ghostbusters too. There is no Demi Moore, only Zool. Subscribe. Your movie knowledge is peak. Well, thank you for subscribing there, Seth. It's not peak, but well, you can quiz me on 90s movies. Go ahead. Let's have a. Then you can unsubscribe probably because you'll be like, ah, his movie knowledge isn't peak. Or you can double subscribe with all of your accounts because you're like, he's really on point with his movie knowledge. We can play that game. I have to finish making these saucers, so got a bit ways to go. But yeah, you can quiz me on, I'd say 90s movies, 80s movies, maybe early 2000s. After that, it kind of might be lost, but let's go for it. You can copy and paste a synopsis or something. It'll be a fun game. Well, thank you guys for the 49 likes. That's nice of y'all. All y'all. Have to move these off to the side. Be right back. Order's up. Can you throw a 1 pound pot for us? This is, I'm working on saucers. I just did, 12 4-pound pots and 5 6-pound pots. And now I'm working on the saucers for them. And these are about 1.5 pounds. So 1 pound, there you go. 3 saucers though. I hope you're doing well. Well read. No pun intended. How's your day going, Wolverine? Here's a little trick for you, Wolverine. So you see how your hands are covered and stuff? If you just take your scraper, you go like that. Get your hands completely dry. And that'll enable you to pick up pots or to wedge any of that good stuff. Wolverine says, doing good, man. Thinking about throwing later today after work. Nice. How you doing? I'm doing well. Yeah, that'd be cool. You gotta keep throwing, keep practicing. How is your the progression of your pottery journey coming? Do you feel like you're getting better and more comfortable on the wheel? Not too bad. Been trying out different clays. Nice. That's always fun to do. It's amazing how different they throw, isn't it? And smell. You can smell the difference between the clays as well. Some people don't know. Yeah, man, there really is a difference in all of them. Yeah, sure is. How is the business going? It's going well. I've been busy. Right, today I'm working on a store order. So I'm near completion on that, which is a good thing. Always good to get an order done. Yeah, things are going well. I can't complain. I'm happy to just be able to do what I'm doing for a living, so I'm good. Spring, summer should be pretty busy, I bet. Yeah, and, well, actually, to be honest with you, like it's a year-round thing for me at this point. As far as being busy, which is pretty awesome. I'm very lucky. But yeah, usually, well, it's a little bit before spring and summer because stores want to have their pots ready to sell in the spring and summer, so. And then I need to get stuff ready for my end for the website and for the retail space I share with my father, and then yeah, so it's always busy. It's always surprising to me. Like a couple days after Christmas is always a really busy day, which is always surprising to me. Do you have your own physical store? I share a showroom at my father's shop with him. Yeah, I have space down there. We don't have a split 50-50, but yeah, and that's in Bantam, Connecticut. At my dad's studio, but we have I have a bunch of shelves and hutches or whatnot filled with my work, and I go down there on weekends and sell the pots there. So one day I'll have my own store. That's the plan anyway, or the hope rather. But it's also a lot to do with all that, like drywall mud. Yeah, you can definitely smell the difference between. You definitely smell compound. Is that what you're getting at? I used to paint as well. Worked for a house painter for a while. Want some money in drywall. Didn't used to be, but now people that are actually doing things get paid. It's a good thing. Learning to throw pots. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Nice to see you. I'm just kind of wrapping up a store order I was working on today. What did I get done? I got 5 6-pound pots, 12 4-pound pots, and I'm working on like 16 saucers to go with some of those spots. So, yeah, going well. How's your day going? Nice to see you in here. Thank you for tuning in. Saucers, I don't even wedge them out. I just kind of, let's go for it. I weigh them out, but I don't need to really wedge them out. I can cone up quick if I need to. Like this one feels like it has a little bit of a bubble I need to get out. So it's out. There you go. Now it's out for sure. Clay's getting a little muddy, or the water is getting a little muddy. There we go. Width. Done. We've got some awesome weather right now. Nice. I'm waiting for it up here. Where are you located? I feel like I should know, but I just forgot at this moment. We're in northwest Connecticut, so like last night it was even snowing a little bit. Not a lot, but it was snowing. I'm ready for that to be over. Felt like it was a little warmer today, so hopefully after this, I will be able to get outside for a little bit. I saw your videos where you're trying new styles. Do you ever get time to throw whatever you want? Not often. Not often, and a lot of the times it's just going to be flower pots anyway, and all different styles, like whatever I can think of for like fun new designs. But for getting a chance to like do glazeware and stuff like that, like whatever I want to do, I really don't. Like I'm so busy with being, you know, a production potter that I have to do my production thing. So when I do get a chance, like a few nights ago, well, I guess it was a couple weeks ago now, I did a call with a fresh cup of Joel. We just sat on the phone, made pots together, and I would have made whatever. I think I made a couple nice 4-pound, 10-inch like fruit bowls, which was fun. Like I haven't made stuff like that in a while. So it's a rarity that I get to be able to do that, I guess is the answer. So, but in actuality, like I am making what I want to make at all times, so I'm lucky that way. But to keep this all going properly, yeah, I have to make specific things. Shannon says I try that Mr. Thomas class. I don't know what Mr. Thomas class is. I hate the way the clay feels and well. It's so funny. Everybody kind of comes in and they just joke around about eating clay. It's like, don't do that. Oh yeah, Atlanta in Georgia. Oh, the Georgian clay, like I've heard, like the wild clay that's in your soil is pretty amazing. There's some really cool history of pottery down that way. Have you ever dug your own clay? Or are you in the area that you were able to? Or did you say you're in Atlanta? Or back, yeah, south of Atlanta. Are you able to dig your own clay? Are all your sausages the same size? Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Same size. Same size for the size of the pot that I'm making. So. I read that. Sorry. Here you go. Where does Wonder Woman do most of her shopping? Yeah, Amazon. If you left it for me to guess, there you go. I'd be able to. I probably would have guessed that. Shannon, I need coffee cup. I don't know if that's a complete sentence. I need coffee cup. Yeah, it's everywhere here. I don't have a kiln to fire it though. Oh, gotcha. Not to the point where you have a kiln. Oh, kilns are expensive. And the humidity level down there is quite high, so drying pots out could be a. I always, like for the southern states, I always was like, how are everybody drying them out aside from dehumidifiers and air conditioners or whatever it may be, to get them bone dry. But that whole area down from, is it North Carolina down, has awesome clay all the way to Georgia. You ever look into like Jugtown Pottery or any of the ones from Seagrove, North Carolina? I saw some clay that was from Georgia the other day. It was a crazy orangey yellow color after a fire. Oh, cool. Was it a low fire or like after it was bisque maybe? Huh. That'd be interesting. I wonder what's making it yellow. You figure obviously iron would be making it red. So that might be contributing to the orange. And then the yellow would, I wonder. Well, Reed, I just bought a plug and fire test kiln. I've never used it. What type of kiln did you get, Well, Reed? Kilns are a lot to learn. I just want to focus on learning the wheel right now before I fall down there. Yeah, no, I got you. I got you. That's the next stage. And honestly, learning to throw, it's the funnest part of doing pottery anyway, so yeah, I mean it's great to see some great results come out of a kiln, but also learning to deal with failures of a kiln, or how to fix kilns and how to mix your own glazes and everything that goes involved with it. So I agree. That's how I learned. My dad had me at a very young age. I would make like 1 pound pots, and then make them a certain size, and every one we'd talk me like that was good, that was bad, whatever, but we'd throw them all back into a pug mill or a clay mixer, and I just do it over and over again. So I never got an attachment to the pots. I think that was his way of luring me into just learning how to throw, and I did that for a bunch of times, and finally one day he's like, I just leave those there, I'll throw them out for you. And then he ended up firing them, and then one of the weekends I showed up, the next weekend I showed up, he's like, here's some money. I'm like, for what? He's like, those pots you left behind? Yeah, I sold them. I fired them and sold them. Here's some money. So there was the second enticement. I was being lured into the pottery world. But I still think that's one of the best things to do, is just focus on your throwing. Because all the other stuff, in my personal opinion, as everybody has their own opinion, but all the other stuff is secondary to form, in my opinion. It was best. Okay. Is a small one that L&L offers. Okay, so it's not like some kind of strange brand. L&L is great kilns. I use a Scott KM1227, but L&L, they're great kilns as well. So just make sure it's vented properly. They say like up 2 feet away from any wall, but I would just make sure that everything is fireproof where you're at for safety wise. Every town, state, whatever has different codes for different things. And just be mindful. The clay that you're using can give off sulfur. It can give off different things in the air. So I would suggest to make sure that you have a really good ventilation system going on. If not, put the wheel on a floor jack and jack it up with a couple boards and bring it outside and fire it out there. Why is baby Superman the only kid at the playground? Why is baby Superman the only kid at the playground? Why is baby Superman? Because something about the Fortress of Solitude. I don't know. You had me there. Did you always learn through about? Did you always want to be a potter? No, when I was young, I wanted to be an actor. And then I grew up on a dairy farm from my mom, because my parents were divorced, and my mom remarried a dairy farmer, so I was always milking cows and all that. I mean, if you were to ask a young, anywhere from 6 till 15, what I wanted to be when I was older, I probably would have said an actor. Not that that ever happened, but... I did end up doing some commercials, and I've been on TV a bunch as myself. So that was cool. But I was always interested in film. Still am. So yeah, if you were asking me back then, that's probably what I would have said. Even though the truth of it probably would have been like more so in the directing or production side, but picture cover free will. The sign said supervision required. Okay, there we go. Well, hello again. Are you making a plate? Basically, yeah, they're saucers for my flower pots for the store order that I was working on. And we're right there. Still going. I think this is the last one I need. You're good, my hands are getting tired. Definitely threw over, 150. Yeah, it's not that bad. 150, 160 pounds, something like that. It's not that bad. What am I complaining about? What? More like 200 pounds. Not bad. Well, this is all going to a store up here in Connecticut, curated by Bunny Williams. She's a very well-known designer. So these are all going to 100 Main in Falls Village, Connecticut. And well, as long as everything happens okay in the kiln and everything makes it out safely. Let's see. Hey, and how's you? I'm doing well. How are you? Thanks for the 52 likes, guys, by the way. Let me go for a while here. Yeah. Can you eat off your saucers? No. That's why I stamp my name and stuff on them. They're not food safe. I can make plates, but I just plates are a whole different ball game for firing. It's quite the process. Anybody talking about pottery a week back, and he speaks it. He said he would like to. That's funny. And welcome back to you, Max. All the different bags we went through today, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, seven bags. Wow. Your retracted messages. Back tonight from Austria. Hey, Leonis. Hope you're doing well. You are a machine. It's so cool to watch you work. Oh, thanks, learning the throw pots. Are you calling me a tool? I am. Would be fair. No, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, learning to throw pots. And I like watching what you're doing. I love watching people, so I didn't get the chance to, I really don't have the memory of it. Because, here, Joel's gonna make fun of me, but here's a picture of me throwing at, I don't know, 2, 3 years old, something like that. So, I remember that picture was being taken because some creep came in the shop and said, I want to take a picture of your baby, basically, to my parents. And this is the 80s. So, yeah, you had to wonder. But I do remember being kind of freaked out by the guy. But he came back and he dropped off that picture. It was great. But, thinking about it, it's like, I really don't. I have a pot that says 1981 on it. And I was born at the end of 1980, so my dad literally had me going for, I didn't take it crazy serious until, high school. And even then, I kind of kept it on a down low. I don't know, because it was, I don't know. It's a public school. People are like, you're doing what? Making pots. Whatever. So, and at that point, that's when I first started to sell, and I sold my first pots, and I was 15. Yeah, I was 15. So, now what else here? Sorry, guys, I missed chat. Oh yeah, you finished sketching notes. Yeah, don't even bother with the. You're gonna be best man. Don't even worry about it. Just get up there, say something that comes from the heart, and try to be a little funny, but just don't be brutal. The brutal stuff is no point, no place for that. You got to just be, and you don't have to get too sappy or any of that stuff. Just don't even think about it. That's just what I did every time I've been a best man. Just get up there. If I say, please don't embarrass me, well, I won't bring up the embarrassing stories. Why doesn't Superman have any friends? I don't know why. Well, have a good day. Country Carver, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I learned to throw pots. You went through more clay in a day than I've used in the year and a half I've been throwing. Really? Well, and this isn't when it wasn't even that much. I guess, I don't know. I don't feel usually I don't feel accomplished enough unless I throw at least 300 pounds of clay a day. Trying to think of like the most I've ever thrown. Probably close to 1,000 pounds. Is probably the most I've ever thrown in a day. But I was also younger. And the clay was just right. So that was, 110-pound pots. Yeah. Yeah, that was probably the most. As far as numbers of pots, like the number, like 1 pound pots, I think the most I ever threw was 350, 375. I was making my wife, I was cutting under and taking the pot off for me. Yeah. Yes, an awesome tool. Because he wears his pants on the outside of his trousers. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Good point. No, he wears his underpants on the outside of his trousers. Do you mean? Still going, mate? Yeah. I'm just wrapping up. I finished up. Actually, I can show you guys, but I just finished wrapping up what I need to do for the store order. Say passerby. I feel like a machine at my job, and in a good way. Yeah, you're not a tool. Factory worker makes one feel more like a robot. Yeah, well, I mean, there's a certain factor to being a production potter that's similar to that. I am making the same thing over and over and over again, so you have to be okay. But I love what I do, so it's all fun. You don't fire 95% of what you throw. Yeah. Well, you'll get there, and when you, the problem is getting to the point where you go, I feel like this is good enough to fire too, because I would never have hit that level. I would never, or I wouldn't have. I would have been like, just don't even. But then my dad was like, no, these are good enough to keep. So he did that for me on my own, on his own. And then I was like, oh, they're good enough to keep, and then they were good enough to sell, and that was a surprise. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to try harder now. So that was my bone that was thrown, or the light bulb that went off, or whatever you want to call it. So there comes a point, because if he didn't do that, I probably would have just kept smashing the pots down for years and years and years, and not giving myself any chance of accomplishment or a feeling of accomplishment. I'm a bit pessimistic. Want to feed the puppies? See you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, Ego. You too. Yeah, say hi to Superman for you. Seems like you're into him. Yeah, and thanks for the jokes, Ego. So let me. Whoa. Shockingly Caucasian coming in. Yeah, so let's check out what we have here. This is what I've done today so far. And then it goes around to the saucers. And then here's the stuff that's drying. Here's all the saucers drying. Here's some more pots. Here's some 10-pound pots. Let's see here. And here's a view of the pots and saucers from this end. Pots. I love those flower rims on the pots. Oh yeah, the scalped, or the pie crust or flower. Yeah, however you want to consider them. Yeah, I'll zoom in quick on one of those for you. It's like a split rim. And then here's one that's when they're done. That's the one. And then here's like a rope rim one. That's in gray. And then I have a wall full of stuff here going on. So here's some of my high fire or this is a wood ash glaze, which I just, this thing is, I don't even know if I want to sell this thing, but drip glaze came out awesome. Is that all? Slacking off there, buddy? Yeah, I do feel like I'm slacking today. This one, yeah, I mean, each one of these is, I just love it. That's true Albany river slip. They do not mine Albany river slip anymore, so it's really cool. My dad had a little bit of a hoard of it. So hopefully I'll still be able to use that in the future. And some of this, Barnard isn't mined anymore. And it's mined differently. So this is a Sato, which is in the south of America would be considered tobacco spit, but in Japan it's Sato. So, and then here we have, it does not mean tobacco spit. This is more of a tamba, which is a glaze, which is a Japanese from tamba. So, and then here is the same glaze as this, just the flame attacking it differently in the kiln. Where am I? So beautiful. Yeah, these are cool. And here's one with, this is the same. Yeah, TOMBA. This is the same as this, just this is where it was in the kiln. It was a little bit lower, so it became more black in color. But then I have that same Sato drippy wood ash glaze on the inside, and then I put the rope on it. This came out cool. Here's some of the, let's see, yeah, here's some of the red scallop pots. Hey, that'd be a good, like, Instagram photo. Click. Here's some smaller pots with just a dotted rim. Here's some of the gray pots. So these are all stuff that's on my website and ready to ship. And they're just everywhere, guys. Pots, everywhere. And I got a whole batch at the shop, which I'll show you guys the shop maybe. I'll try to do a live this weekend or something at the shop. So, anyway, Pastor By, I like that. The one with the what? The rose look on the top. Oh, the rope look. Yeah. He's bright. I'm a vampire. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for tuning in today. It's now 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I need a break. So, break me off a piece of that. Joel, you've been here the whole damn time. You've been here the whole time. Good. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, Joel. Yeah, you stay well too. Wolverine. Adios. Yep, adios to you. Sabrina, you were here the whole time too. Oh, learning so pots. Thanks for sharing. Ben, have an awesome meeting. You as well. You as well. Oh, yeah. You have a good one. And good luck on, don't worry about the best man speech, dude. Just, come on. Go with it. Every conversation you have in life is improv anyway, isn't it? Think about that. It's all improv. You didn't come up with it before you said it, did you? I certainly didn't. Sure, can I caught the end of the stream? Yeah. Yep, you did. I'm out of here. Yep, I'm going to go play in traffic. Anyway, fresh cup. Yeah, my pleasure. Sure. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to see you here, Joe. All right, buddy. Sure, yeah, take care. Oh, I will. Thanks, man. Yeah, think about that one. Just think about it. Every conversation you ever have in life is improv. All right, later, guys. Bye, Mrs. Harry. Well, Reed, see you later. Better than playing with traffic. Good point. Later.